Hello and welcome everyone to the Dome Gymnasium in Bluefield, Virginia, where we have the nightcap of a doubleheader. Bluefield College men's basketball plays host to the CIU Rams here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello everybody, Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as Bluefield is back in action. Remember, they had not played in a month, got back on the court a few days ago, had to go up against Point and lost that game by 4 points. Now they welcome a CIU team that beat them by 5 in overtime a year ago, and the CIU Rams still have a major weapon from that team, and Corey Benton, who scored 18 points the last time he was here, and he's averaging over that clip in 2020, 2021. CIU steps into this game at 5-3, 4-3 in the AAC. Luckily for the Rams, trying to find a way to stagger his performance today with a defense that will consist of Jeremiah Jenkins, Stanley Christian, Brandon Shields, Omega Stitt, and Trent Dunn, all for Bluefield College. So the starters for CIU in the navy blue: Brandon Doss, the guard from Cincinnati, followed by Eric Graham, another guard from Augusta, Georgia, Skylar McKinney, who hit that dagger 3 a season ago, 6'5" guard from Marion, North Carolina, Corey Benton, the guard from Columbus, Ohio, and then Elijah Spalding, the forward, standing at 6'8", from Lynchburg, Virginia. Check that. That was Spalding, actually, that put this team from Columbia, South Carolina up for good. Rams in the white, they will go right to left. In the middle, it's Spalding and Stanley Christian, who's averaging a double-double for Bluefield College this year, coming off of a decent performance, swatted into the front court, and the Rams have it. Jeremiah Jenkins across midcourt, and the Rams, against the Rams to start out. Nobody started the shot clock. And we're 9 seconds in with our first mistake. Everybody forgot to do that. So here we go. Bluefield College with Omega Stitt on the floor. Guard from Charlotte, North Carolina. I've called him from Raleigh before. I really apologize for that. He is from Charlotte. Those are two different cities in the state of North Carolina. Trying to get the shot clock correct at 21 seconds. A little bit of frustration for Richard Morgan, the longest tenured coach behind Mike White here at the college. It's his birthday today, Richard Morgan. Trent Dunn dribbles left wing, swings it out right side. Shields loads up a 3 and hits to start the ball game. Great way to start it out for the West Virginia native. And the Rams have a 3-0 lead. Taking the ball up, it's Brandon Doss, the junior from Cincinnati, Ohio. Doss back with it near corner, swings it inside. Turnaround for Spalding, and he finds a layup in the right block, makes it 3-2. So the Rams leading the Rams by 1. Across midcourt, Stanley Christian, stutter step, penetrates left side, muscles up a layup, no good. Tipped out and rebounded by Doss. Outlet on the other end, layup with a right hand counted for Eric Graham. So now it's 4-3, 19:11 left to go here in the first half. Trent Dunn with a crossover dribble, the junior from Raleigh, North Carolina. He's actually from Raleigh. Jeremiah Jenkins, who had 24 points his last time out, rallies the ball for Bluefield. He swings it, field goal on the way for Stanley Christian from the free throw line. No good. 4-3 the score. Here's the young man we have to watch out for, Corey Benton, the 6'2 guard. Shot nearly 200 threes last year. That's not a 3. It'll count for 2 as he dribbled inside, turned around to the left block, and made the floater. 6-3 the score, a 3-point lead for CIU. Rams, with that early 3, they answer with a layup on the penetration and the entry lob in from Omega Stitt. Recognize that Jeremiah Jenkins was trying to get it done down low. Meanwhile, the other end, Brandon Doss cuts inside, lobs the pass back out, kicked, and a foul called on a very light whistle. Trent Dunn almost had the steal. And it's called. Oh, check that. It's a foul on CIU. On Elijah Spalding, his first as well as the team's first. So the Rams of CIU lead by 1. It's 6-5. Rams get the ball back after the turnover on the offensive foul. Trent Dunn picks the ball up on the dribble at the logo and passes right side for Omega Stitt. Stitt switching hands, lobs up a 3. Well, miss on that mark, goes to the bottom right of the backboard. Corralled on a rebound. Here comes Benton, dribbles on the right baseline, lost the ball, and on a tie-up, they don't call it tie-up, he actually just gets the ball punched out of bounds by Stitt, and it'll be a baseline out-of-bounds play for CIU. Thrown in by McKinney. McKinney gives to Dawes, loads up a three from the right wing, and he misses. Rebound Christian. Right to left go the Rams. Jeremiah Jenkins and Bluefield College with the ball back. Omega State in the deep right wing with a right-handed hip-high dribble. Hands off Jenkins deeper in that right wing with 11:40, make it 17:38 left to go here in the first half with that shot clock. A little bit of that digital display out, so it looks like 11 minutes. Trent Dunn zips the ball inside. Christian spins to the right, now to the left, and pounds the ball off of the glass for two to give Bluefield the lead back at 7-6. Stanley Christian, there's a guy for Bluefield that really came on last year, made a difference for Bluefield College. Unfortunately, the Rams, after that loss to CIU, could not make it to the AAC tournament. In Kingsport, as that pass goes out of bounds, Elijah Spalding tried to kick the ball out to McKinney in the far corner. McKinney was not there. It rolls out onto the sideline, so Bluefield has the ball back with a 7-6 lead. Dunn across the timeline, passes to another North Carolina native in Stitt in the right wing. As a man in front of him, and McKinney tries to drive inside instead, staggers back out, resumes the drive into the paint, swing out corner. Jeremiah Jenkins penetrates with the right hand, misses the layup, skying to the rim to get the rebound with Spalding. With a 1-point lead, Bluefield College back on defense. Benton passes Doss, three on the way, good. Check that, it's not Doss, it's Eric Graham. Either way, it gives CIU the lead back. It's 9-7. 16:30 left to go here in the first half. Rams down by 2 to the fellow Rams in the AAC. Trent Dunn, hard drive inside, gets fouled as he went to the hoop, and I think they're going to call that on the floor. It will not be a shooting foul. Actually, check that, Trent Dunn ready to go to the line. So it will be a shooting foul, and Dunn goes to the line for a pair. Well, Trent Dunn, eyeing the rim, wearing number 30 in that white jersey, takes a quick free throw, doesn't get the friendly roll, and the score stays 9-7 with 16:23 left to go here in the first half. New man ready to sub in for CIU, and it's DeAnthony Heathcock, the forward from Cartersville, Georgia, adding a little bit of height there at 6'7". Trent Dunn at the line for his second shot. Here's Dunn, flicks the wrist, and gets the second one to fall with a little help from the front of the rim as well as the backboard. 9-8 now the score. Well, the score actually reads 9-6 on the scoreboard. That cannot be right. Passes out on the left side, and out of trouble. Heathcock swings it out onto the right wing for McKinney. McKinney drives, floats from 11, and scores to make it 11-8. Skylar McKinney. And watch out for McKinney, the sophomore from Marion, North Carolina, averages 15.4 points per game and is shooting a whopping 54% from the field. Brandon Shields, who has a three in this game, gives to Jenkins. Hard Harlem Globetrotter-style dribbles. Feeds over to Trent Dunn. Tries his luck inside and connects for two. So Trent Dunn was stumbling in the paint there, found a right block layup to fall anyway. Meanwhile, a feed into the left block ends up in a foul on Stanley Christian with a couple of free throws ensuing for Heathcock. We'll see Heathcock now at the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter. Likely to see him in the low post. He has not made a three yet this year. First time playing Bluefield, the freshman had 8 points off of the bench in the last conference game for CIU. A couple of Division I exhibitions for this team from Columbia, South Carolina, including the last one from Appalachian State. Could have a rebound battle with Stanley Christian, who has just collected the boards for Bluefield this year, averaging a double-double. Well, the free throw goes to give CIU a 2-point lead off of the hands of Heathcock. Left to right goes CIU. Heathcock ready to shoot his second. Bends the knees, lets it fly. Nothing but net, 13-10. 3-point lead with 15:35 left to go before halftime. Trent Dunn going to be the point man for Bluefield, at least on this possession, as he scurries down the far sideline. Dunn takes it back left side, fakes a handoff Jenkins and passes to him top of the circle. Jenkins on a crossover, almost lost the ball. McKinney on him. Drive in, pops it back out left wing. Dunn, entry lob. Christian lost the ball, bobbled it, got it back. Now into a double team, splits it, underhand Stitt. Swing out, corner three, far side. Jenkins tinkles the twine and ties the game. Jeremiah Jenkins with 15 minutes left to go before halftime. Good inside-out ball movement for Bluefield College. Benton able to switch his hands over. Passes Graham, fakes a three, pickpocketed in the lane. Gets it back, attempts a three-footer, no good, and skying to the hoop to get that rebound, Christian. Meanwhile, an outlet, Jenkins fumbled the ball in the paint, back into the hands of CIU and Benton. And watch out for Benton. He's a guy that likes to shoot just any sort of three. He let up there. Here comes a three, right wing on the way, and it's drilled by Jalen Brinson. Jalen Brinson did not start this game. He's only had one start this year, only 5 points per game, has a three. He's only a 33% three-point shooter as well, so he's able to get that one to go. 16-13 the score. Stanley Christian loads up right wing, ties the game. So Stan Christian as well as Jeremiah Jenkins, both of them coming from the 7-5-7. They were late coming in before that point game and did not start. And you could kind of see it in their play that they weren't as dialed in as usual. Meanwhile, a three missed, tip back. Heathcock couldn't win on the tip drill. It bounces out of bounds on the far corner and stays with CIU after it was Edward Scissorhands. It's off by Christian and Omega Stitt. Tied up at 16-16 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Swing inside from Brinson, turnaround jumper. Heathcock misses the right-handed hook shot, pulled down by Bluefield, and Omega Stitt runs the floor. 13:40 on the clock, a tied game at 16-16. Stitt fires away a free throw line jumper. He misses off the front of the rim. 0 for 2 to start the game for Stitt. Benton corralling the rebound, crossover, finds separation, bumps in the lane, and it was not legal as Stitt falls to the floor to draw a charge. That's on Benton, his first, and a team third foul with 13:30 left before halftime. Brandon Shields, who drilled that first three of the ball game, passes into Dunn. Dunn jogging up on the near sideline. Matched up with a new man in and Darian Oates. Oates trying to poke the ball loose. Here's a trap at the high end of the floor. Here comes Dunn. Swinging out corner. Brandon Shields pops a three. Misses back iron. One-arm rebound. Benton for CIU. Still in a tied game at 16-16. Trading ends of the floor. Brinson off of a screen. Call it a moving screen on Heathcock. Trying to open up a little space for Brinson, and Heathcock hooked to give the ball right back to Bluefield College to stop the clock at 13:04. Also keeps the score tied at 16-16. Rob Littlejohn into the game. Omega Stitt goes to the bench. Well, Littlejohn had a bit of a tough game, and Richard Morgan was ready to talk about that, but you got to watch out for Littlejohn as a guy that can shoot the long three. This is a Bluefield College team not afraid to shoot the three. Case being, Jeremiah Jenkins misses from the top of the key, and another bounce favoring Benton, another rebound for the guard. Benton switches left to right hand, spins at the free throw line, pulls up right elbow, nothing but net. Gives a lead back, 18-16 to CIU. 12.5 minutes left to go. Dunn and Bluefield not panicking, only down by 2. It's the similarly faced team in CIU. Offensive foul called on Stanley Christian, and the left wing trying to open up with a screen. Now looks like Christian will get relieved here. Volante Carroll into the game, who got the start his last time out. Carroll, 6'7", the senior from Wendell, North Carolina. Pass into the backcourt, and jogging the ball up will be Brandon Doss, the guard from Cincinnati, a junior. On the right side, Graham passes top of the key. Make that Oates, actually. Oates and Doss trading the ball around. Doss right wing, dribbles, top of the key, swings it into the backcourt. Littlejohn sprinting for it. It's picked up, popped away. And Bluefield College should have the ball. They do, into the far corner on the left side of the floor. With 12:07, the Rams are in the front court now, down by 2 at 18-16. Two-point lead for CIU. Littlejohn trying to feed the ball in, just lobs it sky high into the backcourt where it's caught on a bounce by Trent Dunn. Dunn jogs it right wing, gets a screen. Nothing open there after the effort from Brandon Shields. Now he passes back to Jeremiah Jenkins. 8 on the shot clock for Bluefield. Jenkins switching right hand to left hand. Dribbles inside. Jump stop. Loops left hand. Good. With a shot clock running down, he gets it to go with the layup and the left hand. 18-18 the score. Now Jeremiah Jenkins, what a screen on the near side by Thomas Woods. Drive inside, shot goes with the foul by Darian Oates. Brandon Shields called for the foul. The lead goes back to CIU and a chance in an and one for Oates. Well, CIU, head coached by Tony Stockman. It's a former ACC battle of ACC stars. They have Richard Morgan, who played all 4 years at Virginia. Tony Stockman played his first 2 years of his collegiate career at Clemson after the free throws made. It's 21-18 by Oates. Stockman played his final 2 seasons in his home state of Ohio at Ohio State for head coach Thad Matta. 11:30 left to go, and the pass goes awry in the front court. Littlejohn trying to connect with Jeremiah Jenkins, and it rolls onto the near sideline. So a turnover gives the ball back to CIU and gives it back to him with a 3-point lead as well. 21-18. Clock starts now, 11:23. Doss in the right wing pulls up, zips it down low, wide open. Spalding pounds it off the glass, and now it's a 23-18 game. Doss hesitated and found a fastball right down low where Spalding was wide open. Dunn tries his luck inside again. Layup goes with the foul. I think one official is having trouble blowing his whistle, and I believe that's the same official we've seen it happen before. It's very tough for him to make noise with it for some reason. Either way, Dunn to the line, trying to complete the and one here. 11 minutes left to go, first half. Shoots, and Dunn leading the way offensively for Bluefield College as he drills that free throw. 11 minutes left to go, first half. Rams down to the Rams. Bluefield College trailing by 2, 23-21. 10:55 left to go, first half. Underhands all around in the high front court. Passes near side for Doss. Doss at the top of the key. Loads up a triple. Rolls in and out. Rebound Spalding, and a push. It's going to be called on Carroll. Meanwhile, I think there might be conflicting whistles by the official here. Well, they compare, and they have the right thing. So Carroll called for the foul. It's the team's 4th foul. Carroll's first. By the way, 5 fouls for CIU. Now a shooting foul, ready to pass the ball in is Thomas Woods. He does so in the far corner for Spalding. Spalding gives top of the key for Doss. Returns Woods, swing it out, far corner. Pump fake on the way from Causey. Swing it out right wing. Doss launches a 3 and drills it. 26-21. 10.5 minutes before halftime. Rams trail by 5 once again. Defensive chance starting to build on the near left side. On the sideline by CIU as the Rams of Bluefield go right to left. Rob Littlejohn, why not shoot a 3 right wing? Misses. Trent Dunn corrals a rebound. Underhands back to Littlejohn. Lost the handle. Fouled under the basket. And now Bluefield College will have a couple of free throws, all because of that great effort by Dunn. Not a lot of size for Dunn down low. I mean, 6'1", but he's going up against a rebounder in Elijah Spalding, who's 6'8", yet somehow the guard was able to get that rebound anyway. And now creates an opportunity for Littlejohn, who tickles the twine on his first free throw. Cuts the lead down back to 4. It's 26-22. .10 remaining. Littlejohn bends the knees and misses. 10 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the half. Doss across the timeline, able to underhand it over to his fellow shooting guard and Bryce Causey. Causey with it back now on the right wing, hesitates, hurls it back top of the key. Whistle blows, and a foul called on Brandon Shields. Got a piece of Heathcock under the basket. His second foul, team 5th. 26-22 stays the score, and an inbounds pass ensuing by Thomas Wood. So it looked like Brandon Shields just got tangled up with Heathcock. The Rams wanted a substitution. Stanley Christian has to go back to the sideline as they resume play. 15 on the shot clock. Causey passes near side. Doss. Low percentage shot taken by Doss in the near corner. Able to hit the 3 anyway. Largest lead of the game at 7 points. 29-22. 9:35 left to go. Jeremiah Jenkins and Bluefield trying to get something going as Littlejohn drives with the left hand, spins, still spinning, kick it out far corner. New man in is Bullock for Bluefield. He has a hard bounce to Carroll. Turnaround, left-handed hook shot off of the rim. No good. Pulled down by CIU's Dawes. Track meet left to right up the floor. Darian Oates with his jump stop feeds. Top of the key. Woods misses a three. Bounces in the far corner. Tangled up. And it goes back to Bluefield as Brandon Shields and Heathcock. There's a battle to watch out for. Fouls have already been called on Shields for Bluefield. Heathcock also booked for one. Skylar McKinney back into the game. Stanley Christian back in for Bluefield. Rams down by 7 to CIU. Currently 2-5, 2-3 in the AAC. Bluefield College trying to get back in the winning ways. After a tough loss against Point, ended up only losing by 4 after trailing by 15 in the second half. 8:53 remaining first half, though. 10 on the shot clock for Jeremiah Jenkins. High ball screen, spins, couldn't find any separation. Here comes Bullock, right elbow, passes top of the key. Jeremiah Jenkins hesitates, shoots with a buzzer, almost sounding from the left elbow, and the long two nailed by Jenkins. 5-point game, 29-24. Doss jogs and stops in his tracks in the front court to bounce the ball over to Benton at the logo. After the logo pass, near side, here's McKinney. McKinney thought about it. He feeds on a bounce to Benton, and a foul is called on Jenkins. He's not excited. Tangled up as a defender. Omega Stick comes into the game. Brandon Shields jogs out. 29-24, 8:22 left to go. Back at the top of the key, Jalen Brinson, who's back into the ball game. He passes left side, Graham. Another loaded up three. Too short, stuff between the rim and the backboard. Outlet on the other end, Carroll to the hoop. Can't dunk it home, and a foul is called on Graham, trying to block Carroll. Carroll couldn't stuff the dunk, and a foul is called to send him to the line for a pair. Trying to cut into this 5-point game, 8:09 remaining. Remember last year, for CIU, they had led most of the first half. Rams stormed back in the second half. Or Bluefield College forced that one to go to overtime. Ended up being a 79-74 win. Carroll, nothing but net on the first try. These two teams have only played each other 4 times. CIU holds the all-time series 3-1. And Carroll sinks both of the free throws. 29-26, 8:09 on the clock before halftime. Rams running with the defense of Bullock, Shields, Christian, Stitt, and Carroll. Meanwhile, Brinson with a one-handed bounce past McKinney, high left wing. Turns around, loads up a long two, swirls it home. If he just steps back for about a foot, that's a three, and instead it's called for a two. 31-26. It would have been a three a couple of years ago, but with that new three-point line, only counts for a deuce. Bullock, a couple of crossover dribbles, lets it fly on a left elbow shot, and is able to hit the mid-range to make it 31-28. Left to right, back goes CIU. Corey Benton, who took a lot of, I wouldn't want to say crazy shots last year, but kind of just hoop it up early in the possession three-pointers. We haven't seen him do that so far in this game. Brinson, left wing, swing it out top of the key. Benton, there it is, long three. Back iron, no good. Christian pulls down the board. Rams only down by 3 to CIU. Omega Stitt switching the ball behind his back, now in front of him, through the legs with 7:07 left to go here in the first half. Stitt gets into a little bit of trouble in the far corner. Instead, he's going to load up a long two. Way too hard, bounces off of Carroll, and it goes to Stitt in the far right wing. Bluefield College starting out a brand new offense here. Didn't hit the rim, so it didn't load up the shot clock. Stanley Christian bullies his way inside, and the ball bounces off of the body of McKinney with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Keeps the game clock at 6:49. And it was a bit odd to see Stitt just not pass the ball there. Ended up shooting from about 17 feet away, not starting any sort of offense, and I think that's where some frustration can kind of build for Richard Morgan's team. Trent Dunn zips into the deep right wing. Shot clock down to 2. Bullock has to let it fly, and I don't think that hit the rim. It didn't. It's a shot clock violation. 6:44 left to go. So the Rams had 30 seconds to work with there. Could not hit the rim either shot. And a defensive win for CIU. 31-28 the score, 6:40 before halftime. Into the front court for McKinney with his back to the hoop. He pops it past Benton left wing. Resumes his drive, spins to the left, in the paint, shoots from three. Nothing but net. 33-28, 6:24 left to go. Trent Dunn jogs the ball up near side on a hip-high dribble. Cuts to the right after a Bullock screen. Instead passes on the near side. Bullock trading the ball around. Dunn looks at Richard Morgan. He'll pop a long two and connects. Check that. He had the foot behind the line. It's a three for Trent Dunn. Count them all for Dunn. It's a 2-point game. 33-31 Dunn. A major power for Bluefield College here in the first half. 5:55 remaining first half. What a step on the drive from Graham for CIU. The Euro step created a little bit of space. That's all he needed on that left block layup. 35-31. Bluefield College trails by 4 with 5:42 and ticking. Timeout called by Richard Morgan. Looks like that one will be a full timeout. We'll take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College trails in a tight one, 35-31 in an AAC battle.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Welcome back, everyone, here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Take a look at the stats so far. Trent Dunn has 9 for Bluefield. The team leading scorer of 9 points, Jeremiah Jenkins, with him at 9, followed by Stanley Christian, who has 5 for Bluefield, as well as 4 rebounds. On the other end, 7 points for Eric Graham, 3 of 5 from the field, including 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Currently for Bluefield, shooting 50% from the field. Unfortunately for Bluefield College, Columbia International shooting 58% at the moment, including 40% from 3. And they are 3 of 3 at the charity stripe, while the Rams are 5 of 7. Currently for Bluefield College, they are in the bonus as well. The next foul for CIU will also send them to the line, as Bluefield College has tallied 6 fouls so far. Done with 9 points. Stagger, steps inside, shoots. Dialed in, folks. He hit that one from 17 feet away, about 2 feet behind the right elbow. 35-33 after the long two is hit by the Raleigh native. Into the front court goes Benton for CIU, switching hands, dribbles left baseline, pulls up 4 feet away and rolls it in. Corey Benton knew he's going to be trouble for Bluefield, averaging 26 points a game. A lot of folks will just round that up to a clean 30. He's tough. Far side for Jenkins. Looks for someone to cut inside, passes top of the key, Brandon Shields. Shields gives back to Jenkins in the right wing. 12 on the shot clock now. Jenkins dribbles in, swing in. Carroll wide open and rocks the rim with 2 hands. Haven't seen many dunks for Bluefield in a while. It's now 37-35 with the Rams of Bluefield trailing by 2. Benton backing in on Jeremiah Jenkins, finds separation and swirls it in with a bullseye from the left elbow. 39-35, 4-point lead. 4 minutes, 34 seconds left. Jenkins splits the defense in the front court, backs up for a moment and backs up a little bit more at the top of the key. Hard zip left side, and it's picked away by Graham. Underhand Brinson backs again to Graham, and he punches the ball off of the window for 2. Well, a turnover and a quick 2 points, back up to a 6-point game, 41-35. Dunn, the point guard. Jeremiah Jenkins lining up as the 2 on the right side. Wearing number 2, he dribbles left side for Brandon Shields. Shields gives Bullock into the near corner, penetrates left baseline, tries to pump a reverse layup, draws a foul, and the shot won't go, but now Bullock goes to the line for a pair of free throws, down 41-35. Skylar McKinney, that's his first personal, and a team 8th foul. That sends Bullock to the line. 77% free throw shooter. Currently averaging right around 8 points per game for Bluefield. Had a good start to the season against St. Andrews. As Bullock hits that one, first-year Bluefield College Ram out of Goldsboro, North Carolina. Also the same home of Tyquan Reed, who was a star for Bluefield College in his own right. 41-36 the score, 3:59 left to go in the first half. Bullock, his second. Good. On the money. 41-37, 3:59 left to go here in the first half of play. And Brandon Doss will walk the ball up for CIU as he kicks it out onto the near side for Benton in the wing, trading around between guards. Benton has really ran the offense in the last 5 minutes or so for CIU, and he'll do it again. Passes on the near side for Heathcock, going for the reverse layup under the basket. He missed. It's tipped out of bounds. I think for CIU, they have a case there. If there was some sort of instant replay we could use it, that was just off of Trent Dunn, but nobody's really arguing that hard. The Rams have it back. Down by 4, right to left goes Bluefield with Dunn running the point. Still in the first half, Rams of Bluefield, 2-5, 2-3. Can they get a win against CIU after losing 3 straight in the series to the Columbia International Rams? Bullock on a stagger, fouled at the free throw line. His shot was too short, and Benton's going to get booked for that. Team 9th foul. So Benton called for the foul. Bullock back to the line. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. I'll make it 2 of 3 after he misses the first shot. 41-37, Bluefield College trails by 4. No rebounders down low. Instead, send the defenders back with Littlejohn, Brandon Shields, and Trent Dunn. Bullock eyes the rim, shoots, and scores on the second of 2 free throws. So makes it a 3-point game at 41-38. Doss, those colorful shoes, walks the ball across the timeline and jogs into the right wing. 3:10 remaining in the first half. Pass inside McKinney, tries his luck, puts it on the deck, fade away, right baseline. That was low percentage in Bluefield College on a good defensive effort by Littlejohn, forcing him to take that tough shot. Littlejohn with a chest pass into the right wing. He shoves it over from Jenkins. Shields back to Jenkins. Right wing on the money. Wow. Ties the game 41-41. The right wing bullseye getting back on defense. Rams trail by as much as 7 in this game. Now tying it up. McKinney, though, rims it in from Mars at the top of the circle. 41. 2.5 minutes left to play. Dunn. Hard dribble inside. Curls to the left. Behind the back. Got the layup to go. 43-44. Dunn is on one here in the first half. And they do it on defense, though. Left to right for Bluefield College on defense. Benton eyeing the rim from the right wing. Instead, he shoves it over into the left side. Oates returns top of the key. Doss has Bullock in his face. Passes left side McKinney. Given to the left elbow for Benton. Lets it fly from 15. He misses. Rebound Heathcock. Kick out right wing 3. And Doss smokes a 3. 47-43 with 1:53 left to go in the first half. Defensive chant building for Columbia International. Jeremiah Jenkins pops from the right elbow. Back iron miss. Heathcock pulls it down. Early shot in the shot clock. Rams had nothing going there. Doss passes and it's tipped. Back out to McKinney. He corralled it anyway. Short on the 5-footer. Follows his own shot. Offensive rebound. And now he's fouled on the stick back. Shot didn't go. He's going to shoot 2. Goes on Trent Dunn, his first. Team 7th. It's now officially in the bonus. Rams with that next foul. Bluefield College will go into the double bonus with 1:33 left before halftime. McKinney on the mark for the first free throw. Stan Christian back into the contest as well. Bullock will go to the bench for Bluefield after hitting 5 points. 3 of them from the free throw stripe. McKinney true on both free throws, and the lead is back up to 6 for this young team from Columbia, South Carolina. Tony Stockman's crew going back on defense. Bluefield College going right to left on offense. Jeremiah Jenkins spins out of the defense, drives to the right baseline with help from the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Heathcock. Benton running the offense. Walked as he crossed the midcourt stripe, and Bluefield College gets the ball back. Now, there's something with that faint whistle by the official, a lot of other officials have a more definitive noise. You kind of have to listen for it for that poor official. A minute 12 left to go. Well, the Rams are down by 6 to CIU. Dunn trying to get something going before the halftime intermission. Right side, Jeremiah Jenkins in the deep wing. Entry lob, Christian, baseline head fake. He's going to slam it home. He made Heathcock jump on that little fake, and Christian goes to the hoop with two hands, 49-45. Oates, the pass out to Benton. Passes his way onto the left block for Heathcock. Returns it left elbow. Benton swinging around the arc. That pass packed by Littlejohn. And getting some affirmation by Richard Morgan there on defense. Littlejohn dialed into that pass. Now 13 seconds on the shot clock, 35.7 game clock. Doss on the sideline trying to find a recipient of the pass, and he bounces so at the logo for Benton. Match up on a fellow number 30 and Dunn. Spins to the right side of the hoop. Scoops with a right hand and misses, but a foul is called to send the leading scorer of CIU to the line. Dunn's second foul. Benton for his free throw. Well, he exhaled, or he yelled as soon as he let it fly because he knew it was going to be short, and it was. 29.3 to go. And the second one able to fall for CIU's Benton. Timeout called by Bluefield, a 30-second timeout as we take a look at who is performing in this game. 50-45 now the score. Rams led by Jeremiah Jenkins, who has 12 points, but before that, Trent Dunn with 13, shooting a perfect game right now from the field. 5 of 5, including 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 3 at the line. Jenkins 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Also has an assist and 1 personal foul. 10 points on the other end for Corey Benton. I think it actually 11 after that free throw is able to fall. And a couple of players with 9, including Brandon Doss, Eric Graham, and Skylar McKinney. 29.3 on the clock. Bailey Engel on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College men's basketball on the docket in a tough AAC battle, trying to start off 2021 right. And Richard Morgan was rather impressed with this Bluefield College team playing a top team in the conference point after not playing for an entire month and really maintaining a close game. Now, it'll be important today to keep it very close with CIU because where the Rams got in trouble in the last game, that game ended up being a 15-point game, so Bluefield was catching up, and they did in the second half, but it wasn't enough. Ended up losing that game by 4. 19 seconds left into the front court. Jeremiah Jenkins trying to hold this one out. Shot clock is off. Littlejohn bobbled the pass. Gives it back to Dunn. 10 seconds. Feed left wing Jenkins. Entry lob under the elbow for Shields. Bounces deeper for Carroll. Spins around. Finds space. Off the glass. No good. Loose ball corralled by Woods for CIU. Buzzer beater off of the backboard on a long left wing 3. And that will do it, moving us into halftime here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College down by 5 in a fun one here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. We'll take a break as halftime begins right now.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Almost ready to start the second half here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield down 50-45. Leading the way for the Rams, Jeremiah Jenkins and Trent Dunn, both of them combining for 25 of the Rams' 45 points, followed by Rob Littlejohn. Well, I guess I shouldn't have said followed by Rob Littlejohn. Stan Christian into the game for Bluefield had 7, followed by 5 for Christian Bullock. Volante Carroll had 4. And for Bluefield, shooting pretty impressively well, 53%. Trent Dunn, perfect from the field, 5 of 5 for Bluefield, including from the three-point line. Bluefield is 50%, 5 of 10. Columbia International, 46% from the field. But for Columbia International, shooting a little bit better for the Rams, they are 56% from the field, and also out-rebounding the Rams 16-9. Also with 9 assists in that first half as well, as compared to Bluefield College's 6. What's on the line for Bluefield College, you ask? 2-5 on the year. Right now, just desperately trying to get back into the win column with the season. That doesn't allow them to get that much rhythm in. I mean, you think in seasons past where you lose, you got another game about 2 to 3 days later. And for the Rams, luckily, if they are lucky, that will happen here in the spring season, where they're able to have a game, and a couple of days later they'll have another game. But, in that first part of the season in 2020, you just don't have that because you have a lockdown. You're not allowed to have as many non-conference games. So for Bluefield, it's imperative today to try to get back on the winning track against a talented CIU team that's 5-3 and 4-3 in the conference. On the other end, for the CIU Rams, 11 points for Corey Benton, who's going to be trouble today, 26 points per game this year. Followed by Eric Graham, who has 9, Brandon Doss also with 9, and another player with 9 is Skylar McKinney. McKinney and Benton, guys, you got to watch out for. Also, look out for Spalding. I know he's only had 4 points, but remember, in the second half of last year's game, he made a big difference. Shout out to Mike White, who is tuning into this game and putting us on his big screen at home. Thank you, Mike, for always supporting us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Can't wait for it to be baseball season coming up in just about a month. It's really approaching where it's going to be a crazy month. We're going to have basketball, both volleyball teams. Got football next month, football in February in Bluefield. It's going to be snowing. It's going to be crazy, very cold. Luckily, we're just going to have to deal with basketball here today. 50-45. Bailey Angle on the call for you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Just a fun one so far. Both teams shooting so well offensively. See if Bluefield College can tally a few more defensive stops for the Rams as well. Almost ready to start the second half. Buzzer sounds, and we are ready to go. So it looks like McKinney, Doss, Spalding, Graham, and Benton out to start for CIU. Mega Stitt back into the game for Bluefield, joined by Dunn, who has 13 points. Brandon Shields, who hit the game's opening 3. Stan Christian and Jeremiah Jenkins on the floor for the Rams. CIU will go right to left. Into the backcourt for Doss. Guard from Cincinnati, Ohio. Dribbling the ball forward. Doss underhand Spalding. Make that McKinney actually. Reverses it Benton. Passes near side Doss. Around the perimeter they go. Doss entry lob into Spalding. Can't hit the 2-footer off the left block. And it's pounded off the boards into the hands of Christian for Bluefield. So the Rams with a defensive stop to start out here in the second half. Down by 5, 19:35 on the clock. Chest pass top of the key, Dunn pivoting and underhands it back to Stitt on the right wing. Stitt dealing with an injury. Didn't play as much there in the first half after a couple of tough shots. Here's Trent Dunn resuming on the penetration. Right arm shot, no good. Follows it with the left-handed, make it right-handed layup onto the right block. 50-47, 15 points for Trent Dunn. 19-12 left to go. Right to left goes CIU. Near corner Graham. Hip high dribble, swings it top of the key. Benton thought about the 3. Deeper in the perimeter they go. Entry lob Spalding, kick out, right wing 3. On the way, Doss rims in and out, bouncing into the hands of Shields, and he kicks it out of bounds. Shields had it in his hands, lost the ball. See if they change possession here. Give the CIU Rams a fresh shot clock. They don't, just at 20 seconds now. Doss overhead zip inside, and McKinney's loop of a right-handed shot, no good. 50-47, Bluefield College down by 3 now is done. Jogs the ball into the front court, right to left. Stanley Christian shoots from long range, no good, and now it's pulled down by Benton. So Benton with the rebound, continuing his good day against Bluefield College. Remember, he had 18, including an overtime period against Bluefield last year, beating the Rams by 5 in the final game of the season. Staggering step by Graham, swing it out right baseline, and Spalding floats the ball. Nothing but nylon there, 52-47. Well, that was a heck of a cross-up by Graham. Young man from Augusta, Georgia, able to find Spalding, who now has 6 for CIU. Down to the near side, down by 5. Picks the ball up right wing, chest pass top of the circle. Jenkins lets it fly, swish. Jeremiah Jenkins, 52-50, 18 minutes flat before the game is over. Going to be like last year, where it took an extra 5 to decide the game. Richard Morgan on his birthday, hoping that all it takes is the allotted 20 minutes. 52-50, long 3, bang, from Graham. 55-50. He took that one from space and had space as well. Jeremiah Jenkins and his Bluefield College team down by 2 possessions. Almost lost the ball at the top of the arc. Picks up his dribble and slides it over onto the right wing. Passes top of the key, Shields, another handoff done. Crosses over, drives inside, a left-handed shot, no good from the block, and he missed. So it's pulled down on a rebound for Graham. Morgan wants a foul, won't get it. Doss into the front court, swing it out corner. McKinney returns top of the key. Graham thought about it, staggers, resumes a penetration, bounces, and walked. Stumbled there in the left block, wanted to find Spalding. Spalding wasn't there, and the ball bounced away. 55-50, 17 minutes on the clock left to go in this game. It's a 5-point game. Bounces near side. Jenkins wants someone to pass to, finds it and Dunn. He's wide open and pounds it off of the glass for 2. Dunn has been the primary target for Bluefield inside. Not a lot of feeds into Stanley Christian, who had that big dunk in the first half, though. Benton transition 3, buries it from the corner. 58-52, 6-point game. Benton, don't want to let him heat up. He had 11 in the first half, and a guy that can certainly dig a grave in the second half for Bluefield if he dials in like that. Jeremiah Jenkins finds space in the left wing, swings it down low, Stitt. He carries back out Jenkins, corner 3, 2 short rebound, Spalding for CIU. So right to left goes Benton, as he walks from the backcourt to the front court on Jenkins. That was a tough look for Jenkins on a short 3. Spalding, head fake, swing out, near corner McKinney, around the arc. Graham finds an open 3. Good again. Graham, money so far in the second half, and all of a sudden it's a 9-point game after a couple of 3s. 6'2" guard making Bluefield pay. On fire so far in the second half. Trent Dunn, near corner. Dunn. Off a screen from Christian, finds a little bit of space on the pick and roll, and Christian glides his way to the glass for a pair of points. 54 for Bluefield right now, as opposed to 61 for CIU. 7-point game, Rams with 15 and a half to go. Long 3 on the way, bounces home, make it a 2 with his foot inside of the arc. Meant to say long 2, now it's 63-54. Not a lot of defensive stops so far here in the second half of play. Megastitt passes top of the key, trading it around with Christian. Gives it back to Christian. Fakes the handoff. Christian resumes a drive inside. Drives, shoots, scores. Can't count it. It's a charge. Offensive foul for Stan Christian. 9-point lead for CIU. And on this possession with a chance to make it a double-digit lead. This is certainly something that Bluefield College, if they want to win this game, can't really afford CIU getting up so quickly here in the second half. Brinson now in, the lanky guard from Orlando, Florida at 6'1". Benton, near side, working on Dunn. Drives, left baseline, shot, wow. Another bucket for Benton, 65-54. Oh, Benton adding it up. 11-point lead, largest of the game for CIU. Looking for a high ball screen. Instead, it's a trap in the left wing. Jenkins loops it near side. Brandon Shields needs the shot to go. He's short on a 3. Rebound Benton. So Bluefield College not using up a ton of shot clock to find a great shot there. Shields misses short. Here comes Brinson into the front court. Passes near side. Graham for 3. Got it again. I think Bluefield might need a timeout. They will call one. Richard Morgan burns one. 68-54. It is a 14-point lead for CIU, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. So we take a look For this team in CIU, I mean, heating up here in the second half so far. Up by now 14 points, 68-54. What a run for the Columbia International Rams. 14-point lead, also 16 points for Benton. He's got 5 so far, but Eric Graham, 7 of 9 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. He leads the team now with 18 points, 9 so far in the second half, and we have only elapsed 5 minutes and 37, make it 38 seconds. 68-54 after the 3 made. Rams going to call a timeout, and this is a very similar situation they saw themselves against Point, because you saw against the Point Skyhawks where Bluefield College found themselves down by 15 at one point in the second half. And they fought back, made it as close as 3 points after that, but could never take the lead. Back into the game for Bluefield College. Christian Bullock. Left to right goes Bluefield College, down by 14, needing a shot, a run so far for CIU. 9 points in the second half for Eric Graham. Top of the key, Dunn. Has the ball in the left hand, gives Jenkins left wing. Zip inside, Stanley Christian, pump fake, dribbles, goes to the hoop, blocked but fouled by Heathcock. Second personal for Heathcock, and now Christian the chance to try to claw back into this game. Stanley Christian, remember, averaging almost 17 points a game, currently shooting 74% from the free throw line. It's his first trip to the stripe today. Nothing but net on the first one. 68-55, ending a scoring drought for the Rams. Now stops the clock at 14:02 left to go before the game is over, at least in regulation. Men to the knees, Christian, good. Cuts the lead down to 12. Rams need to get back on defense and try to force a turnover. Benton for CIU has not left the game. Tony Stockman, a lot of confidence in his shooting guard to stay in. Doesn't get a lot of breaks. Here's Brinson, curling at the right side, switches to his left hand, goes to the paint, pumps up a shot from 4 feet away and buries it. 70-56. 14-point lead again for CIU as Trent Dunn and Bluefield search for an answer on offense. They have not been able to stop anything CIU has thrown at them on defense. Bullock near corner, looking for someone to throw inside, has to resume a dribble, penetrates on the right baseline, backs up, resumes it left side, carries to the hoop, short on a right-handed shot, follows his own shot, gets the offensive rebound. Christian loads up a near corner three, swirls in and out, no good, rebound McKinney. So McKinney with a little bit of duress in the backcourt is able to give it over to Benton. 70-56 the score, 13 minutes left to go. Graham inside out, given to Brinson. Benton right wing three, way too far of a shot. Maybe not for Benton, but it goes on the back iron and bounces out for an offensive rebound courtesy Graham. Entry lob, right baseline, Benton. Staggering, posting up on Dunn, spins to the right, shoots and scores. Wow. CIU has put on a clinic in the second half. It was only a 5-point game at halftime. 50-45. It is now 72-56. Jenkins backs up, swings it near corner. Stanley Christian backs in right baseline out of a double team. Under the basket now. Passes back out, lost the ball off of Bullock. Going into the front court, Brinson spins out Jenkins. Alley-oop on the way. Heathcock couldn't yam it home, but the layup counts the same. 74-56, 18-point lead, largest of the game. Rams. Well, it's tough to come back out of 18. 12 minutes left to go. Certainly time, but something has to change for Bluefield on defense, as well as on offense, really, because they are taking early shots, not great ones. Just fade away. Jenkins misses, tipped out of bounds, off of Christian, and it's CIU ball. Rams in danger now of getting down by more than 20 here. It's 74-56. 11:50 left to go. Benton switching right hand to left hand. Passes near side. Swinging in back to Benton, who's been dialed in the second half, as has Graham. Crossover, backs up, resumes the penetration, shoots and floats it in again. 20-point lead for CIU. They have scored 26 points in the second half. Rams have scored 9, make it 11. Jenkins wants a high ball screen. He's got it in the left wing. Passes corner, Bullock. Wants someone to throw it into. Instead has to stagger his own dribble. Passes out corner, Jenkins. 8 on the shot clock. Jenkins drives, baseline, floats, scores, and 1. Well, Bluefield needed that badly, and they need this free throw to go. Cuts inside at 20. Foul goes on Thomas Woods. That's just the second team foul of the second half. By the way, Bluefield, 1 foul in 11 minutes. Or excuse me, 9 minutes. 11 minutes on the clock, 11:06 to be exact. Jenkins, over an 80% free throw shooter. He's got it there. Three-point play is completed, 76-59, 17-point game, 11 minutes left to go. Passing on the near corner, Benton loads up a tray. Back iron, bouncing far side. Littlejohn pulls it down, Bluefield. Jenkins running the point for Bluefield College. Swinging out near side, Bullock in the corner, steps back, dribbles inside, swinging on the left block. Christian short on a 2-footer. He's fouled. I think they're going to call that on Benton. No, Spalding. So Christian goes to the line for a pair of shots here. 10:46 on the clock, down by 17. Christian eyeing the tin, flicks the wrist, good. Down to a 16-point game. Christian bounces. Well, could be the free throws to get Bluefield back into this one. Down by 15, 76-61. Plenty of time. 10:46 to play. The backcourt, this is a time where if there were fans in the stands to try to get some applause going for Bluefield College's defense, down by 15. But unfortunately, everybody has to watch from home, and we're glad to bring it to you in your home on the Rams Digital Sports Network as Doss picks up his dribble, feeds it far side Woods. Dribbles inside, swing it back out on the right wing, Doss. Loops a pass near side, Oates shoves it into the near side for Woods. Pumps a long 2, misses with the shot clock running down. And it's picked away on a rebound by Bullock. Down by 15, Stan Christian, right wing. Gives it over Jenkins, near corner, right in front of Richard Morgan. The coach on his birthday trying to get a win against CIU. He's lost 3 in a row to this team from Columbia. Jenkins looking for some sort of contact there. Passes out left wing. Bullock tries his luck at the hoop, and he's fouled. That was not a high percentage layup he was about to throw, but he's fouled anyway, so he's going to go to the line for a couple. 76-61. So Jenkins had an and 1 3-point play. Christian goes to the line for a couple of shots as well. So Bluefield getting their chances at the 3-point line, or excuse me, the free throw line. Bullock misses, back iron. Hard bounce there. Down by 15. Benton finally gets a break. Causey comes back into the game. McKinney also jogging in. Bullock hits the second of 2. 14-point game. Like I said, lots of time left, 9:57, but you have to string a few stops together. Trent Dunn resumes his play. So Bluefield College with Carroll, Christian, Littlejohn, Dunn, and Jenkins. A little bit more size down low with Christian and Carroll. On defense, Causey in the backcourt, overhead pass. Trying to get to the front court for Dawes, finally does after a pass from Oates. So it's a 14-point game. They've led by more than 20. 9:40, CIU Doss at the top of the circle, swing it down low. Spalding muscles up a shot from the left block, tips it back out. Shot clock able to reset after the offensive rebound off of the rim. McKinney, entry lob, Spalding into a double team in the corner, bounces right wing. McKinney off of the feed from Oates, lob it into the left wing. Doss for three, misses off of the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Carroll for Bluefield. Still a 14-point game, 76-62. Trent Dunn trading sides to the left. He's blocked, rolls out onto the corner, picked up by McKinley. Outlet on to Doss. Doss lobs it over to Oates. Layup, count them both. 78-62. Timeout called by Stockman. Wants to recalibrate the CIU team, and it will be a 30-second timeout. 16-point lead. 9:03 left to go here in this ball game. Bailey Engel on the call for you on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Well, with a 16-point lead, it has been tough for Bluefield College to try to answer to CIU's just scoring throttle in the second half. Corey Benton now has 20 points, 9 of 13 from the field. Eric Ram not far behind him with 18. Remember, those quick threes to go that really jolted forward CIU in the second half. 10 of 20 from beyond the arc, but the Rams are 6 of 15 from three-point land. Currently, Bluefield shooting 49%, and that's really nothing to sneeze at. That's not a bad day from the field, but when Columbia International is shooting 59%, pretty tough to win a ball game. Rams have hit 14 free throws, though, so that has kind of kept them within at least a barking distance of this game, down by 16, but now with 9 minutes left, down by 16. Shots need to go quickly for Bluefield, and they have to stop going for CIU. Rams need defensive stops. Jeremiah Jenkins, long shot, right wing, no good. Rebound for McKinney. CIU back with the ball, right to left. They jog up the floor in the navy blue jerseys. Doss, chest pass over to Causey in the right wing, sends it back to Doss on the top of the key. He penetrates, dribble drive, pass into the near end for McKinney. One-armed pass onto the far side. Causey feeds a right wing three, going for Doss. Unselfish basketball for CIU, 81-62, 8:25 left to go. 19-point lead. Off of a screen, Jenkins on the right wing, lobs it over on a spinning pass to Dunn. He shoots from the free throw line, misses after going perfect in the first half. Pretty tough one here in the second half for Bluefield all around. 8 minutes left to go, second half. Here's Doss. Lost the ball at the free throw line, lobs it back in. Christian almost got to go beyond the baseline. Here comes Dunn into the front court, carries his way to the hoop, layup, count him. Well, Trent Dunn has had a solid offensive game. 19 points for Dunn. 7:45 on the clock. Doss and CIU trying to just push this one out of distance for Bluefield to even have any hope. Spalding lost the ball. It rolls behind him. Littlejohn picked the ball up before it rolled over the baseline. Littlejohn overhead pass to Carroll, ran out of space, turned around, left-handed hook. Nothing but net. So Volante Carroll has made it now a 15-point game. 7:17 left to go. Doss looks at his coach and Stockman, trying to just drill the nails into the coffin of Bluefield. But the Rams, with a couple of quick baskets, can make it a good game. Doss in the near corner. Swing at top of the key, hard pass McKinney. Trades it back with Doss. Left wing three, on the way. Too short, air ball, but Causey pulls it down. Shot clock rolls down to 5 seconds. Causey gives it to Doss. Couple of bounces out in the corner. Spalding for three. Air ball. It's a shot clock violation. Won't matter because it's pulled down by Carroll. Jenkins pops a shot. Right wing misses. I think that's just the plan. I mean, just going to the front court and Jenkins shooting. They had help coming. I mean, that possession was about 2 seconds into it. 81-66, 6.5 minutes left to go. 10 seconds left to play. Crossover dribble, handed off top of the key, McKinney. 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it's stolen by Carroll. Back for Bluefield. See if they don't really have time to be patient. Jenkins thinking about it in the top of the key. Steps back into left wing, wants a little bit of help now with 6:05 on the clock. Rams down by 15 points. Stanley Christian drives left baseline under the hoop, and a whistle's blown. And a hand check on Oates. They call it a shooting foul. Christian was trying to pass the ball out. So, yeah, it's the team's 5th foul. So Bluefield is not in the bonus yet. Trent Dunn ready to pass the ball in. Dunn just kicks it into the backcourt. Brandon Shields let it off of his hand. Doss to the hoop, and it's just been that type of second half for Bluefield College. 83-66, 17-point game. 5:48 to play, and the chances are dwindling for the BC Rams so far. 5:40. Jeremiah Jenkins in the front court, trading hands, pops up, left elbow. Yes. It was a 5-point game at halftime. So far, 33 points going for Corey Benton's bunch in CIU. Rams have scored 23. Outscoring them by 10. And the second half of play. One arm's a pass, top of the key from Graham. Benton backs up. Trying to get something going defensively. Benton spins, right elbow. Drawing contact, shoots from 11 feet, good. As a very talented basketball player. 85-68, back to a 17-point deficit. Bluefield College haven't found an answer for Benton. Jenkins lobs up a layup, no good. Christian offensive rebound, no, can't roll on the stick back. He'll go to the line for 2, 85-68. D'Anthony Heathcock's 3rd foul. Christian, first free throw is good. 85-69 the score. 4:49 left. Down by 16, make it 15. 85-70. Rams need a miracle in the next 4:49. Each CIU basket, it gets less doable. Down by 15, need defensive stops, man-to-man for Bluefield as CIU takes the ball up right to left. Bounce at the logo for Graham, feeds it left wing, Benton. Benton gives back to Graham, top of the key. Off the mark, left side pop behind the basket, and it stays with CIU. Bounce on the near side, Benton. Benton lobs it back left wing. Swing it out onto the corner, picked away by Christian. Left to right he goes. Rams are down by 15. Left wing, Christian finds a little bit of space and rims it home with a tomahawk jam. Maybe a little bit of momentum for Bluefield, down by 13 points. Stanley Christian, 85-72, 4:10 left to play. Found an open lane. Far right wing, CIU can just milk the clock down. Doss, pump fake, steps back, dribbles left side, swing it in. Here comes Heathcock, blocked by Christian, and a foul is called. And for Richard Morgan and company, I mean, that's tough to watch. And you think that Christian got all ball there, kind of got a little stuffed by the rim, but now they can only hope that Heathcock can miss a couple of free throws here. First one for Heathcock, nothing but net. 86-72, 3:52 left to play. Second shot, no good. Helping the Rams of Bluefield, down by 14, 3:50 left. 86-72, Dunn lobs a pass Littlejohn, right wing. Littlejohn backs it up, passes left side Jenkins, overheads a pass Shields, bouncing on the left elbow. Christian's wide open for a dunk again. 86-74, a 12-point game. 3.5 minutes left to play in the corner. Eric Graham overheads it around the arc. McKinney pops a pass, Brinson. Brinson chest pass near side, Benton in the wing. Brandon Shields on him. 3:20 left to go. CIU can be patient here. Rams only down by 12. They've been down by more than 20. Here's Graham from long range. Back iron no good. Tipped. Almost back in by Heathcock. Lost the ball. Littlejohn found the defensive rebound in the backcourt. Trying to get the ball across the timeline and loops it over left wing for Jeremiah Jenkins. 3 minutes left. Here comes Littlejohn. Skies to the hoop. Misses the layup. Rams needed that one to go so badly, and it didn't. 86-74. 2:55 left. And now for Benton and CIU, a fresh 30 seconds they can milk down to the bone. Top of the key, McKinney. Underhands Graham, looks at his coach and Stockman. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Graham, left side, passes in the corner of the paint. And a charge is called on Heathcock. I believe that'll be his fourth. His fourth personal. Carroll and Bullock back into the game. Christian getting a break after a couple of dunks to put Bluefield back within relative striking distance here. 2:36. Lots of things need to happen for the Rams to come back. Down by 12. Well, the first time we've had to mop up the paint today. Here's Dunn. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Rams are down by 12. Jenkins drives baseline, finds separation. Shot goes, but it won't count. Offensive foul on Jenkins. Shoving with the right elbow. I think that might be a pretty clear-cut foul, and I think Jenkins knows it. 2:24 left. 12-point game. 86-74. McKinney and CIU, I mean, they just had a scoring flurry to start the second half. It was a 5-point game. Rams have fought back a little bit better here at the latter end, but that's because CIU has been able to just milk down the clock. Graham lost the ball, passes near side Brinson, hands it off, top of the key. Benton, back iron, bounce out right to the guard. Fresh shot clock for Benton. He's going to drive anyway, loops it home. 88-74, 14 points. A minute 50 left to decide this game. Here's Bullock in the near corner, shoves it near side Dunn. Dunn in the corner again. Crosses over, kicks the ball, it's loose, dive to the ball. Dunn as well as Brinson tangled up. A jump ball called, no. And actually it will be. I believe that, at first I thought that maybe CIU was able to call a timeout there, but instead it's a toss-up that goes the way of Bluefield College with a possession arrow pointing that way. Minute 38 on the clock. Bounce on a pass up to the logo for Jenkins. Jenkins, Euro step, fades from 5 feet away. No good, can't get the bounce. Ripped down on the boards by Benton for CIU. Near side, Graham. Minute 25 now into the front court and a 14-point lead. CIU ready to put this one on ice. Backing up, and they're able to do so. Bluefield College with just 3 fouls, so they'll need to foul 4 times to even put this one in the bonus. So I don't think they're going to. Brinson staggers back. 5 of the shot clock. Here's Benton. Right wing. Benton, top of the key. At the elbow, shoots at the buzzer. Swish. Wow. 16-point lead, 90-74 the score. And it's just been tough for Bluefield. Had a hard-fought first half, just could not fight back here in the second. Jenkins misses a layup. 90-74, shot clock still on, 40 seconds and counting. CIU can just walk this one out. A team that the last game of the 2019-2020 season came to Bluefield and sent it to overtime. They win this one confidently. Here's Jeremiah Jenkins to the hoop. Count it with the foul. Jenkins got fouled, and I think he's a bit frustrated because he hit the bottom end of that pole of the basketball hoop. 90-76. Jenkins does not feel good. Jenkins shoots and scores, complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 90-77. Jenkins goes to the bench, very frustrated. 13-point lead. Kicked out of bounds, and it goes back with CIU. So Jenkins likely to finish the game, the team leading 23 points. Scored 24 in the last game. Here's Benton up the floor. Shot clock is off. Brinson curls it out near side. Done. And Bluefield swarming on defense. Likely not to foul. Just passing the ball around to just tick out the clock. 8 seconds. Backing up again. Swinging on the near side. Brinson. And that will do it. CIU comes into Bluefield and picks up the program's 4th win in a row against Bluefield. College improves to 6-3 on the season, while the Rams fall to a record of 2-6 and 2-4 in the AAC. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and be back with the head coach Richard Morgan for a post-game interview on the Rams Digital Sports Network right after this.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Here with the head coach, Richard Morgan. And, Coach, after a tough 90-77 loss, I mean, you guys had only a 5-point deficit there at halftime. What did you make of what happened in the second half?
Just didn't come out, just didn't come out prepared, to meet the challenge. The first 4 minutes is crucial. The last 4 minutes is crucial. We're just still trying to find ourselves, man. It's just so much up and down and in and out and, Christmas and all that stuff. I ain't making any excuses. I'm just being real. It's hard to get the guys acclimated to what I need to do so we can win on a consistent basis. We're just not defending right now. Pack line has failed us right now. We failed pack line. So until we solve some of those defensive problems, it's going to continue to happen. We're struggling now. We're a 2-4 ball club in this league. I don't think that's us really. But that's where we are right now. This is the hole we dug ourselves. Now we'll see if our guys will come out of it. I think everybody's just waiting for other guys to be eligible, and I don't think you can play like that. I think you got to play with the mentality of next man up. Let's play. If he comes, great. If he doesn't, great. Let's just play and let's do the things we did. Had some bright spots. I like what we're getting out of Trent Dunn. I think he's giving us all he's got. Probably playing him a little bit too many minutes, but I can't afford to take him out right now. I think I'm playing Flip too many minutes. Jeremiah Jenkins, I'm playing him too many minutes. I got to get him out. My bigs, I'm rotating them pretty much, but we just got to go back to the drawing board, get a little bit better, and move on to Thursday. We got a Tennessee Wesleyan, so we'll see.
You know, moving on to the road, what do you think immediately needs to change? Well, actually, check that. Trent, let's focus on the positives here. Trent Dunn had a good game. I mean,
Yes.
he shot perfectly there in the first half. Moving in the second half, you stagnate. That's just what happens. But what did you specifically like out of his play?
I just like how he goes hard at every minute, and that's what I thought we was going to get from him. I thought he was going to be a little bit better defender, but he was guarding a big-time league guy today. That kid is pretty good. I really like how 30 plays for them, and he's a tough customer, man, to play. And Trent played good D. He just had better O. So I think we're going to get that out of Trent every night to play D. He's better on a guy that's on the ball, so he can come down the floor and mess him up and stuff like that. But we put him over there so we didn't have to tire out Jeremiah Jenkins. So I'm pleased with where we are with him. I'm pleased where we are with Jeremiah. He's going to do what he does. And, for the most part, my bigs are doing, good job. I thought it was going to be a good night for Brandon when he hit that first three. But then, I don't know if we don't go back to him or if he just doesn't take shots anymore. But, nevertheless, we got to keep plugging along, enjoy the process, and try to get some wins along the way.
Well, plugging into the next game against Tennessee Wesleyan. I mean, before Saturday, you hadn't played in a month. Now you're playing 2 games in a very close amount of time. Do you feel that it's a little bit better now that you're trying to get into a little bit of swing of thing, albeit with the first 2 losses, but you're starting to play basketball on a more consistent basis?
Yeah, and that's what we need. We got to have more consistent play. We got to be out here on the floor. We can't be, on break and all that and then come back and try to, quarantine. Like I said last time, quarantine and then go back at it. It's just tough to do like that. This has been hard, roller coaster. So our guys have just got to keep fighting through it. We Warriors. We're gonna do it the Bluefield College way, and we just got to keep plugging.
Well, Coach, happy birthday. Sorry, it's
so
not
much.
the win.
It's
that you
always
wanted.
like this on my birthday. I hate games on my birthday because I always end up on the wrong side. But nevertheless, it's 54 years now, and hey, got to be blessed for that.
Well, I hope there's 54 more for Richard Morgan.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Coach. Unfortunately, a loss here today for Bluefield College. We will be back next week, but the Rams go on the road. Coach, thank you, and the Rams drop this one by a score of 90-77. Until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.